Assalamu alaikum. Since we're talking about portals, it's very important to know that there have been times that beings outside of the planet Earth have visited Earth by Allah's will, and it will happen again. Let me tell you the two such stories today. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the people of the elephant. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. In that story, we learn that Abraha decided to attack Makkah, and he started from Yemen with a massive army of elephants. That's why they are called Ashabul Fil, the people of the elephants. And Arabs have never fought an elephant army. Anyway, this army went on for miles and miles until it was about to reach near Kaaba, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered birds called Ababil to come down with small pebbles and throw those pebbles at the elephant army. And the elephant army was completely destroyed. Now, when you look at the details of the pebbles, you will come to know that as long as the pebbles were within the claws of these flying birds called Ababil, they wouldn't hurt a fly. But as soon as they will drop it, as soon as it would hit the target would start melting down. The target would start dying. Those who survived eventually died of horrible diseases. Now, doesn't that make you wonder where in the world those birds came from that look like our birds called Ababil? And who equipped them with the perfect number of pebbles? Where in the world did they get those pebbles from? How were those pebbles designed such that they wouldn't do a thing as long as they were holding them? But as soon as they drop it, when they would come in contact with our atmosphere, as soon as they were charged, they would hit a target and the target will be gone. Now, these birds look like the birds that we have, but apparently these birds were not from here. Looks like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala equipped some birds with special equipment called these pebbles. And some ulama say that these were the pebbles that were given to them from the hellfire, and that these pebbles would only react upon hitting the target. Now, when you closely look at all these things, it is apparent that these birds were not from here. They were brought here, they were released here through a special door only to destroy the army of Abraha, and then they flew back, never to be seen again in such big numbers. Let's move on to another thing that will happen in the times to come. When Gog Magog, called Yajuj and Majuj, will be released on this earth, they will be in such a huge numbers that their first group will drink the entire river. And the second group, or the groups to come after, will look at those rivers and will be like, oh, there must be water here. They will be in such huge number that they will destroy everything that will come in their way. That's why Zulqarnain built some kind of enclosure that stopped them from entering the planet Earth. They are human beings. They are the sons of Adam and Hawa. But some people say they are the sons of Adam. But well, that's another detail. But today we want to talk about that when the Yajuj and Majuj would spread all over the planet Earth, and Isa alayhi salam will look at their huge numbers and will notice that his army is very little, will make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to destroy Yajuj Majuj. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them a disease, some kind of a pandemic that will wipe them out. And they will be everywhere on the planet Earth. And the whole planet would smell so bad from their rotting bodies that Isa alayhi salam would ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take care of these bodies, because who will bury these bodies? They're like in such a huge number. We don't know how much they will be. But we know that each and every person from Gog Magog doesn't die until sees 1,000 offsprings. So they're massive in number. So at that time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send special birds that will grab Yajuj and Majuj and will drop them in the sea water and will fly away. Now, if these birds were from here, can you imagine any bird that could come and grab a human being? We can't. There are no witnesses of such an account. On the other hand, if a bird from this world is a flesh eater, would grab a human body and would take it to its nest, would not drop it in the waters. And in such huge number, these birds will come that they will be able to grab each and every one of the Yajuj Majuj and would drop them in the waters. Looks like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open a portal through which these massive amounts of birds will come. And these birds will take and grab these bodies only and will throw them in the waters and will fly back. They will not be from this world. That's why they will not stay. They have nothing to do with these bodies, so they are not taking them back to their nests. They were only here by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take care of these bodies. And these are not the only two accounts where the creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have appeared to do His job. We'll talk about many other stories in the videos to come. I hope you're liking the series. Let me know in the comment section below. Inshallah, we'll see you in the next one. And for those of you who are watching these videos on TikTok, please visit our YouTube channel, Thinking Muslim. In case TikTok gets banned in the United States, we won't be able to post these videos on TikTok, but you will still be able to watch these videos on our YouTube channel, Thinking Muslim. Inshallah, we'll catch you in the next episode. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.